how do we give our customers an experience that they would remark upon, that they would talk about and say, oh, that is something that makes me happy. And so I want to give you guys a little showing of what that looks like. So as you can see here, from this map, we can see where everybody is. So Arrivy is a tool that connects to your CRM. So if I go to any particular task and I click integrations, I go straight to HubSpot. And now you'll see here at the top, I have a live feed of any field tasks that went out attached to this particular deal. So I can see, oh, this is the status, the roof removal is complete. So I can see right now that the roof has been removed and I can see what's going on, right? I can see any of the tasks that have been done attached to this particular deal. But in this client is a little bit older and that they have a slightly different format than how we do it today. But they also have their job file playbook. So this is their CRM. This is where they're maintaining that relationship with the customer, but then they can see the live feed, right, from this, because you can see in this task, if we go to the status, we can see that we're at roof removal complete. And so all the way throughout the day, they can be taking pictures and the customer is getting a feed of this to their phone. So then any updates are coming here. Now this will usually look like more like this on a mobile phone. So this would be like scrolling on their phone, but they'll see this and they can send a note in, they can receive a note, they can see who their team is attached to it, but they've got this like journal feed of everything that's happening. So the idea behind this is how we fix that Karen mode, because we can see, okay, the crew's on our way. Customer gets a message saying, oh, we're on our way. So the customer goes, oh, they're on the way. And then when they're a few miles, I think it's like half a mile out, it's going to say, hey, your crew's almost there. So then they can go, oh, right, we have to move the car to the driveway. They know that they're coming. They're not going to be in the shower. They're not going to be doing like the stuff that, causes them to, that initial spike of cortisol. When the roofing crew shows up, they know you're there. This company, they confirm their material, right? They make sure the material's right. If not, they fill out their material delivery checklist and see like, oh, is there anything wrong with their material delivery? And if there is, then they can get some stuff dealt with before they're done. They're going to go, okay, property protection complete, roof removal complete. They're prepping, they're shingling in. Now, you don't have to have this many buttons. We have customers with less buttons, right? But the idea is that the customer is getting updates throughout the day saying that this is happening throughout the day. But they can also see all the details with the job, right? They can put in there if they want, like this company wants the final insurance contract in there. I don't put that there, but every company's got some little bit of different things, right? But the idea is that if they want the material order here, et cetera, they've got that stuff available to the team. The other benefit to this is that they can also see the routes. So if you have multiple routes for the day, now this goes for salespeople as well, right? But if you have a repair crew, and I don't know who their repair crews might be, so I think this might be a repair crew. I don't know everything about every client, but this shows like what is their route for the day. And there is the ability for like in a roofing repair crew, you could use, if you just tell people you're coming by to do the repair on Friday, but you're going to try and get 3 or 4 repairs in, well, then you can use the route planning tool for that. But most of the time, what our customers are doing is just scheduling those repairs, and then they can see them as they happen throughout the day, and the customer is getting their notifications. So having the ability to see routes, where everybody is, what task they're on. So he's completed this task and he's on his way to this next task, telling the customer that and keeping them informed is a great way for you to create really memorable customer experiences. The other thing is that there's a calendar. So you can use your calendar. Now it's going to be very full at first because this is showing every task in a $40 million company. So we would usually just filter this down by a particular things like production would have these ones. And then their calendar makes a little more sense, but again, still very full. So then sometimes people will filter further by saying, I just want to look at a particular crew. They might look at it as a month, because that's probably an easier way to look at it. And they can see, okay, now when you set a task, that task can be set to the assignee color or the task color. So this task has a red color, but then the assignee of this team has this color. And so this allows them to see it when they look and say, oh, this particular task is related to this crew, so they can see what different crews are there. They've also got it when certain people are out, so that they don't have people out. They also have on call, because they do a lot of like insurance tarping and stuff like that. So someone different is on call for every weekend, I believe it is. And so they've just got different colors and codes for everything like that. So then we can look at this at a glance and see what's going on. And there's obviously more tasks for this particular day, so they could zoom in. But then they can also filter it by a particular team. So they can say, I just want to see this stuff for this particular team. So I'm not seeing everybody, but I can just see one particular person or one particular crew. So that way, if I'm saying, okay, well, I want to see stuff by Eric or Tyler, well, then I can go filter, and then I can put this down by Tyler. So then they can see everything that's assigned to them for that day, which it looks like there's a series of small repairs. So the whole goal behind this is that this will start to literally write your Google reviews for you. Because as the customers get the notifications throughout the day, they're getting all kinds of positive experiences, and they love this whole process because you're giving them outstanding communication, right? It's like everything about their experience is very, like, it gives them something to write about in the Google review. And you also get an understanding of how the performance of the team is, because you can see on-time arrivals from the company level. And this report will probably take some time to load for a company this size. But you get to see how they're performing at the company level when they're finishing their tasks on an individual level, and what their current, like their latest statuses are. And you can just see a lot about how things are actually happening in the field. You can also see like how often people are looking at these live track views, and they're actually following along and seeing this. So people are participating in this.